Okay, I meant to record this on video, but I didn't. I failed. But I still have another panel to put up on Monday. I'm waiting for some parts. But look right here. This is the input, 80 watts. That's one 100 watt panel. And here's the cord I got plugged in. It's using one of those Anderson connectors. So, and right now the fridge is on. You see the fridge uses, it fluctuates there, but basically around 50 watts, jumps up to 60 sometimes. But so right now I'm getting 80 watts in, and I'm using 55 watts or so. So the battery is actually going up. Okay, so let's go see what I did here. Oh, here's my pup. How you doing there, dog? Hey, how you doing? This guy? Come on, let's go. Let's say it's a nice day. Come on, let's go. Okay, got the radio on in the background. Now I'll show you what I've done here. So here's this came with the power station. It had Anderson connector on the other side, which goes into the power station. And then you got negative and positive, which goes into into your solar panel. But because my solar panel is way down there, I have this extension. So at first I bought a 20-foot extension because I thought maybe I'll put it on top of the trailer, but then there's just too much blocking the sun, so that wouldn't have been good. So, and here I connected a 50-foot extension on the 20-foot, so I got 70 feet altogether. And I didn't have my panel, my connectors, so they only had 2 connectors on this, so I had to reverse the colors. So red becomes black, black becomes red, and then I just reverse it back on the other end. But anyway, you want positive from the panel to positive in the power station. That's what I got. And negative to negative. So here's the wire. I got it. I tacked it all along the side of the trailer. And it's got this open section. And then I zip tied it to some branches here. And I zip tied it to branches here. And a couple more zip ties, and here's the panel. Let's see if I can get this in a shot. There we are. And I just half an hour ago, I cut some more branches way up there. I had to get my 10-foot ladder and get it way up there with the bow saw. There was only just a little bit of shade, and my readout showed I was getting 50 watts from this panel. I cut those branches, and there was a little bit of shade on one corner, and it jumped up 30 watts to 80. So every little bit of shade makes a difference, so you want to have a clear view to the sun. And I've got another panel on top of my van, which I'm using right now to charge my little Blue Eddy. But when I get all the parts, the connectors and so on, I expect I'll be putting it here, but then these bushes might cause some shade. Well, I don't think so. The sun's high enough. So I'll figure that out on Monday when I get the parts. I could put it higher, but then some of those branches up there, way up there, will cause shade on it. So ideally I want to get another 80 watts, which would be 160 watts together. Back side of the panel, I probably could, you can see I've tilted it somewhat, but I had it really fixed onto the top there, so I'd have to undo all that to tilt it more, and maybe if I tilted it more, I would get more watts. I don't know, I guess is the max from a 100 watt panel, I guess the max would be 100 watts, right? So maybe I can squeeze another 20 watts out if I tilted it more to the sun, but I don't know. As the sun moves anyway, I can't turn it to face the sun without making something a little more complicated. Hey Sky, what do you say? Huh? Yeah, it's a good pup. Yeah, it's my good puppy. Yeah, it's my good puppy. Hey, come on, pup. Come on. So that's let me shut the radio off while I'm chatting here. But
over 650.
That's American Station. I'm right on the border here with Maine. So I like the show called Kim Commando. I don't know if you've ever listened to that. She's on Saturdays and she knows a lot about technology, so it's a good one to listen to. And I had another issue with this leaking. You know, you can see the top section there, the red caulking, which is high heat caulking. I thought the leaking was coming in along there, but it rained a couple of days ago and it just came pouring in. So, you know, it's really befuddled me. So I guess it's coming in the sides. So I wrapped some more fire retardant tarp on there. I cut a piece. I had a second tarp. I cut a piece off, wrapped it around there, stapled it on, and I've even got tape up there too. And I put another layer of shingles. There's 2 layers of shingles there. So I did one. I don't see how it would have been coming through the shingles. You know. So that's a second layer of shingles, and I'm a little concerned. I used just regular caulking on this cone, but this is double wall going down about 30 inches. So I think it won't be throwing off a lot of heat. This part is single wall, this 2-foot section. So once it gets past the double wall, this will be hotter. But that's beyond this. So I'm just hoping this caulking will be okay, because it's not high heat caulking. But I don't expect this. This is far enough away from a double wall pipe. It shouldn't get very hot at all. But I'll keep an eye on that, and if it starts melting from heat, I guess I'll just have to scrape what I can out and put high heat caulking in there. But anyway, so there's 2 layers of shingles, and then this. And man, if this thing leaks now, I just don't know. I'm going to be pulling my hair out for this one, man. And it's not going in the cap because there's no water on the inside of the pipe. If it got in there, it'd be going down the inside of the pipe, and there was nothing coming into the wood stove itself. It was leaking. There's that metal box I have in the ceiling, so it got in here and it was leaking into the metal box. So maybe the wind and the rain was going sideways and I didn't have this very well sealed, and it was getting in there. I don't know. But I'll update you on that, and I hope it's good news when I update you. Yeah, beautiful fall day here. I finally got a leaf rake, so I got to rake this area again. But it's nice to be able to clear an area with there's so many leaves around. And I got myself a snow shovel. That's going to be probably necessary. What else? Yeah, so I left a little roll-up piece there. I can seal that off. Actually, when I put the bucket there, it seals it off too, so keep other animals out. Hey, Sky, what do you think? Huh? What do you think, pup? What do you think? And here's some wood that I cut and split from dead trees. Problem is, though, even though they were dead, they still hold moisture. You know, the only way to dry out firewood properly is to cut it and split it and use it the following year. You know, so you gotta have. Maybe in the spring you could do it, and by fall it'd be dry. Yeah. Yeah. You want to be on camera? Yeah, you want to be on camera? Is that what you're doing? So, I might have to buy some firewood from the locals here. I still haven't used my stove. But in an emergency, I can use this and just have to keep an eye on my chimney, keep it clean. Because if I use this kind of wood, I'm bound to get some creosote buildup. Well, you get that anyway, no matter what you use, I think, but if there's moisture in there, it's going to happen faster. Okay, signing off for another day here.